you gotta get out the box, bud. You off box.
What's up YouTube? Today I'm going to be filming my Q&A video that I've been asking for questions for a while on YouTube, but I posted one of those Instagram stories where people can ask you questions, and I got a ton of excellent questions. So thank you to anyone who sent a question in. Like, it really means a lot because now I've got a lot of content to go over. But before we get into the Q&A, I've got a quick unboxing from Iron Kingdom. They actually were kind enough to send me some of their stuff. I talked to them over direct messaging on Instagram, and they asked for my address to send me a few things, so we're gonna open it up and see what they sent. All right, so shout out to them, by the way. I'm gonna leave a link to their website and or just their Instagram. I'm also gonna be throwing up a story on my Instagram just to support them because they're such a great company. They interact with their followers, like, they're blowing up. Like, their supplements are awesome too, so you guys should really give them a try. So shout out to Iron Kingdom. First link in the description will be for them, and I'm just gonna throw up a quick story on the gram and we'll get started with the unboxing. So first thing we got is we've got a couple of these here, Iron Kingdom X GNC lanyards. So I've got 2 of those. Looks like I'm gonna be doing a giveaway on my Instagram, so follow me on Instagram, lwiseman16. So stay tuned for that. We've got a Iron Kingdom shaker cup. It looks awesome. It looks super aesthetic. On one side it says train with the heart of a lion. It's got the logo and then the classic Iron Kingdom logo on the side. I really like this concept. I believe this is Perfect Shaker. Yeah, Perfect Shaker. So they make great stuff. So this is obviously a super sick shaker. Couple Iron Kingdom stickers, and one of these is going on my laptop. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the other one yet, but I might throw it in with the lanyard giveaway. So thank you, Iron Kingdom. We got an Iron Kingdom X GNC t-shirt. So probably just gonna wear this the rest of the video. Alright, so to start the Q&A off, I'm gonna start with a few of the simpler questions I got here on my phone, and then move on into the more complex ones that'll take up more time. So let's just get right into it. First question, I've got it multiple times, I believe so, is what's your favorite workout at the gym / what's your favorite exercise? One question in brackets says don't say deadlift. Yeah, you know me pretty well. It is deadlift. I mean, like, one of my favorite things to do, and I haven't been doing them a lot recently, but it has to be one of my favorite, is single arm dumbbell rows. And it's just because the feeling that you get when you squeeze back here and just the look of the movement, like, I just think it's a really sick exercise, to be honest. And I've been mostly sticking to the barbell rows just because that's what DUP says, but dumbbell rows are probably one of my favorite exercises. When's your next competition? My next competition hopefully will be in March, which is Canadian Nationals, and I'm really like, I'm on the fence about it right now because I'll answer this in the next question, but I've had a few setbacks in training, and like, the only way that I was gonna let myself go to Nationals is if my numbers progressed like fast, because like, I don't want to get blown out of the water because I know I'm not gonna win. Like, I came 3rd at Easterns. You can't come 3rd at Easterns and expect to win Nationals. I just don't want to come dead last and embarrass myself, but like, the experience would be a great thing to do anyway. So March is my next competition, hopefully. Next question is from DJ Clark. I'm gonna say a few of these because I know like they don't mind. And he asked, why do you pull more than me? Franny face. All right, should I be honest with this? The real reason that I pull more than you is because I have 2 metal rods surgically implanted in my back, and it allows me to lock out. But seriously, like, I have no idea why my deadlift is what it is. Like, it does not make sense. You look at my lifts, like, you probably at a competition, you see this like little skinny stick bug kid go out and squat 400 something, and then he benches 240, and you're like, what the fuck is he doing at Eastern Canadian? Like, this guy can't lift. And then you step on the deadlift platform and I'm up with the big boys. Like, I don't know how it works, I don't know why it works. Let's just not talk about it because the FBI is gonna come after me. What was your starting weight versus your weight right now when you started training? When I first started training, I was in grade grade 12, and I was about 175 pounds maybe. Like I always said I was 180, but I was like pushing it, just trying to add on a little bit extra weight, like playing hockey and stuff like that. Like other teams would look at you if you were a bigger player. But I was about, yeah, a little under 180. And right now, today, I'm 203 pounds. And it ain't all muscle, let me tell you that. But I have put on a decent amount of size. The lowest I've ever been was in June of 2017. And I was 164 pounds at the end of a cut. And I'm sure you've seen a couple pictures of my thumbnails from previous videos, my transformation video, my David Lade video. I have pictures of me from that time period. But that's been my weight when I started, and that's my weight now. What is your favorite pre-workout? Now, my favorite pre-workout of all time, ever, is ESP. And that stuff is awesome. It is so like well-rounded, and like the flavor, I've never had a pre-workout that you could even dry scoop and it just tastes amazing. Like it just blew my mind. But right now the new drip is Red X Lab Juice, the sour blasters flavor. That is a really good tasting pre-workout as well. So mainly right now I just kind of go for the flavor, because like I used to be like into really strong pre's that like made me itch and feel like there's like cockroaches inside me, but like now I'm kind of over that phase, and I just really want to go into the gym and have a good workout and not be like hyped up all the time 24/7. Like I don't even I don't work out with headphones on anymore. I kind of just listen to the chatter of the gym and like the radio and stuff like that. What do you eat on an average day? Now on an average day, right now at my current state, I will literally wake up, have whatever my mom made for breakfast, because I still live at home, which is usually like a couple eggs, bacon, toast, and then probably make something like random for lunch. Like today I made like ground beef Alfredo pasta. I've had that meal like plenty of times, so that's one of the few things I know how to make. And then for supper I'll have whatever they're having. So like diet and nutrition is extremely important when you're powerlifting, bodybuilding, just into the gym in general. But right now at my current stage, I'm just trying to like just put on a little bit of mass, like not trying to go super crazy with it. I'm just eating averagely, like just like a normal human being, like a normie. Next question is, what supplements do you take? Right now, currently, the only supplements I'm taking are a vegan multivitamin and creatine and pre-workout once a week right now, because, well, right now, technically I'm not on anything because I have a partial, I'll save that for another answer. I don't really take a lot of supplements right now, and like the only time I really did was when I first started, because I didn't know what they did and like what the benefits or like what the purpose was. So like when you're new to lifting, you kind of feel like, oh, I gotta take, oh, you walk into a GNC at your local supplement store and you look around and you're like, oh my God, I gotta take all this to be big. In reality, you have to take none of it. Like supplements do have like beneficial properties, but it's not like steroids or like SARMs or anything like that. You're not gonna blow up because you take protein powder. Do you ever cycle off your pre-workout? I do. I am cycled off right now. Like I haven't taken pre-workout in 2 weeks now at least. But back when I first started doing DUP, I was taking pre-workout every single workout, and it was just a shitty high and low, because after I'd leave the gym I'd feel like absolute crap, and then I'd come in the next day and repeat the whole process. So it was just me kind of feeling like shit after my workouts all the time. So that was back when I used to take a lot of strong stuff, but now I'm kind of just mellowed out, just take like local, like, you know, GNC stuff and like not order sketchy subs online. But yeah, I do cycle off pre-workout because like it isn't good for you. It's just like, I don't know, it's like energy drinks and like stuff like that. I like McDonald's. Like you can't have McDonald's every day, or like you can't, I don't know. My cat's playing with a fucking garbage bag. Do you even lift, bro? Yeah, I do. Next question is, how strong are you? Now see, this question here comes from a friend of mine, and he's a little goof. Strength is relative. So compared to you, Brad, I'm stronger than you. But compared to Andy Langan, shout out to Andy, I am not strong by any means. So strength is relative. So you're strong, I'm strong, everybody in the world is strong compared to something else. So like if that helps make your day better, I'll just take it as is. Are you good at ping pong? Answer is when I'm playing against you, Wilfred, I'm extremely good at ping pong because you can't handle my serve. But when I'm playing against anybody with above average skill set, I am terrible at ping pong. What's your vert? Right now, I don't actually know my vertical jump, but back in high school, we used to have this like fitness test thing where you used to measure your vertical. I think it was like, I don't know if this is an unrealistic number, but I think it was like 40? No, couldn't be 40. Is it 40 inches? How much? 40 inches, that's like 3 feet. Like a little over 3 feet. 42, I think it was like 42 inches was my vert back in high school, and I haven't measured it since. Back in high school I was like 180, now I'm 200, so it's probably like 30 inches now. But yeah, that my athletic ability has gone a little bit downhill since the whole powerlifting phase came through. Favorite sport? My favorite sport at the moment is 100% powerlifting. Like, I love powerlifting. I don't know, it just makes me happy, like just go into the gym and train powerlifting. Like, it's awesome how motivated and like driven I am for this sport. But I love hockey. Like, I've played hockey since I was 4 years old, and it's crazy how much like that changed and influenced my life. But the thing is, right at the end of my like hockey career, like I still play, but it's not at the same level as I used to. But I used to go to the gym for hockey, and now I play hockey as cardio for the gym. So I've got a few questions left. I like these ones a lot. Like, not that I didn't like the previous ones. What's something you hate to see people doing at the gym? My biggest pet peeve is ego lifting. Like, for example, I was, this is why I hate it so much, because I knew I was doing it. Back when I first started, I used to squat like 295 for 5x5s, but my reps were like 1/8. So it was terrible, and until somebody called me out for it. A guy on the treadmill was speaking out loud, and my friend heard him say, like, that guy doesn't know what he's doing, like, that's way too much weight for him, he can't handle that. And my friend came over and told me, and I took that to heart. Like, I was like, damn, like, I really don't know what I'm doing. So from that day, I scrapped my whole squat, went back, started squatting ATG with 135, and now look where I am. Like, better to not do it than to not do it right. What? Better to not do it at all than to do it wrong. Like, I'm so bad at talking to things. Don't ego lift, like, respect the weight on the bar. Just really know what you're capable of, and don't do things that are stupid. Like, you know, if you can only bench press 135 for a triple on your own, and you throw on 225, and you get your buddy to lower it down to you and haul it up on the way up as you're pressing, and you count that as your PR, like, that's ridiculous. This question here, and I've been referring to it a few times in the video, but it's from my friend Liam, and it says, discuss your injuries and how they've affected your training routine, any setbacks. Recently, my most recent injury, I have a partial tear in my bicep brachialis, and that's why I've took the last week and a half off the gym, and it is excruciating. Like, I miss it so much, and it's so upsetting, because there's just, like, when I'm low bar squatting, it hurts. When I'm benching, it hurts. When I'm deadlifting, it doesn't, but when I do everything else, it does. So it's really weird, and like, the biggest setback I've had is just not being able to train consistently. And like, at this time, I really need to be training consistently, because if I want to push myself for nationals, like, I need that extra bit of strength, and like, I can't, I'm already losing it. I can tell. I can already look at my body getting softer as I'm not training and just continue to eat a lot. So that's probably the biggest setback. He also says, start press blank. If you know what that blank means, finish it in the comments. That'd be really cool. Is what motivates you? And I really like that question. It's pretty simple, but like, I really like it, because what motivates me is seeing other people follow in my footsteps, kind of deal. So like, I don't know, there's always been powerlifting at my gym, but like, when I started DUP and I started training for that meet in Stephenville, back then there was only like probably 3 to 4 people who did deadlifts, And now our whole gym is deadlifting. Like everybody's seeing the benefits of the deadlift, like including your compound movements, your bench press, your squats, your deadlifts, even your overhead press. Like people have bought into that style of training, and I've seen so much crazy results come out of my gym. Like for example, shout out to Liam Kenny. Like he recently hit, I think it was like a 350 squat, which is insane. Like for the progress that he's been making, and the dude's still shredded. Like he looks like a monster. There's been plenty of people that have like told me that they've like I've inspired them. Like I don't want to sound like a cocky douchebag, which I probably do, but like when people tell me that I'm doing something good, like they like, hey, like, you know, like you motivated me to do this, you inspired me to do this, like that makes my day. Like that motivates me. Like I want to do this for other people. Like obviously I'm driven. Like my biggest personal motivation for powerlifting is I want to hold a Canadian deadlift record. I got the Newfoundland right now, and I want to hold the Canadian, and I want to do it before I'm at a junior. So like that's my biggest motivation for lifting. But for all this YouTube, social media stuff, like I just want to inspire and motivate others. Like I know it's kind of cheesy and what everybody wants to do, but like seriously, just seeing like 1 or 2 people tell me these things, just like it makes me feel so good inside. How would you explain the point of powerlifting to someone who doesn't get it? This question blew my mind. I even had to ask my buddy Ryan Rousel, his answer on this question. He was like, wow, that's kind of deep. Because powerlifting can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But the point of powerlifting, think of powerlifting as a sport. So, you know, everybody, when you're growing up through elementary school and stuff like that, like, well, around here, everybody, you know, plays their basketball, plays volleyball. A lot of people around my community are involved in hockey and soccer and stuff like that. And powerlifting is kind of like, you don't put your kid in powerlifting, you know? Like, you don't like, you know, your kid's like 5 years old and you just throw a barbell down in front of him and you said, oh, well, today's the day. Any of you guys out there like got set up like that, like that's pretty sick. I found powerlifting on my own through YouTube and stuff like that, through other people at my gym. And I treat it like another sport. So the point of powerlifting to me is a sport where I can succeed and do something that I love to do. Like it's competitive, it's individual, so I don't have to worry about if I go out there and I lose a competition, it's all on me. Like I can't put the blame on anybody else, it's all me. And when I win a competition, it's all me. And like I know I'm the one who got myself there. I can't say like, oh, you only made that team because the coach was your dad or something like that, you know? Like powerlifting, it's you against everyone else. Which, I don't know, that's probably like my favorite part of it, is just the individuality. But the real point of powerlifting for like besides sport is to just become stronger and get stronger. And that's such a great thing because people neglect strength when they come into the gym. They all think like, oh, I gotta get in shape, time to do some cardio, nothing else but cardio, doing lots of cardio. Like, it kind of sounded cool, I kind of made a beat out of that. Strength is such an important part of like life in general, like especially when you age and stuff, you need to have that strength already developed for when you're older and stuff like that, just to do average daily tasks. And yeah, that's my point of powerlifting. Like it's a really difficult question to ask, like that's a really big topic, but like I'm glad you asked it, and like I'm glad it made me think a lot about like what powerlifting means to me and like what the real benefits and purpose for powerlifting is. So thank you for asking that question. How did you get so shredded in your transformation video? Now, I'm gonna be releasing a full video on cutting and how to do it successfully without lots of cardio, without absolutely starving yourself, but it is gonna take a little bit of time. So for right now, all I can say for that question is that I tracked my macronutrients and plugged it into MyFitnessPal. I did not go on a treadmill once. I did not go for a run or for anything like that, any cardio whatsoever. I simply controlled my macronutrient intake, and that did wonders for me. It took me 90 days to go from 185 pounds to 164 pounds, shredded to the bone. Like, I don't know, like, I can't imagine myself at it again now, but I will be doing a quick cut in the recent months just to lose some of the fat that I've gained, and I will be making a full cutting video on exactly step-by-step how to do it and how to calculate your macros for the best interest, for your best interest. So say if you want to lose weight fast, slow, gain fast, maintain, I'm gonna show you a program, it's a program, it's like a formula to calculate all this, to plug into your MyFitnessPal app, which is free, and then how to take that and how to stay committed to your diet. But for now, all I can say is that I just really counted my macros. That's a good place to end. I like that. So I'm pretty sure I answered every question that was asked. If I didn't bring your name up when you asked questions because I just wasn't sure if you're comfortable with it. A few people I brought the name up because I know a few people ask specific questions about them. So of course I'm gonna bring their name up. And I'd like to thank everyone for asking questions. This has been awesome. I'm gonna throw in a few clips of recent training PRs before I tore my bicep. And hope you guys enjoy. Thanks again. I'd love to do another one of these sometime. So keep asking questions, DM me on Instagram, leave some in the comments, and I'll gather them up for another video. Thanks, guys.
Come on, Lucas. Give it a good shot, man. Just pull.
I'm going to budget. I will budget this. I thought I was going to budget, man.
Man, the bar just flexed so hard.